Call to order the City of Columbiana Council meeting on this October 21st, 2025. We'll have the invocation by Deanne, and then the Pledge of Allegiance will be led tonight by Alexis and Leah. And so I'll ask for the invocation.
Lord, bless those who hold office in the government of our city. Help them to do their work in a spirit of wisdom, kindness, and justice, and to use their authority to serve our citizens faithfully. In your name we pray. Amen. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Deanne, will you call the roll?
Cato,
Here.
Souter,
Here.
DiTilio,
Here.
Liston,
Here.
Graham,
Here.
Banner,
Here.
Noel,
Here.
Willard,
Here.
Hudson.
Here.
You all received a copy of the October 7th, 2025 minutes of our city council meeting. Are there any questions or comments regarding those minutes? Okay, we have no one. We have no reading of communications tonight. I will move to item 7, our reports of commissions and boards. We received a copy of the Park, Recreation, and Cemetery Board meeting minutes of September 22nd, 2025. And you also received a copy of the Planning Commission meeting minutes of October 14th, 2025. Are there any questions or comments regarding those minutes? No one has registered to speak tonight. So we'll move to the manager's report, and I'll ask Lance to give the report.
All right.
Okay?
Thanks, Mayor. I'll just go down through the list, what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. We did have the hub meeting, which is we meet with the chamber, the tourism, Firestone Farms, and also the theater. After that meeting, Carrie of Firestone Farms and representation of the tourism board met to, they've got a new marketing effort, and it's going to be in addition to our calendar, and they're trying to see if they can sync it up with that. So it'll be interesting to watch over the next couple months. See, we attended the monthly chamber meeting. The conversion of the Cochran property, just kind of give you an update on the economic development of the dealership property. That committee did meet with consultant AJ Schwartz and looked at some initial ideas, and I think they have another meeting on November 4th. The mayor and Skip attended Youngstown Ward Regional Chamber Impact Ohio event. It was a great event, and the mayor was actually invited to make remarks on Columbiana's growth and youth engagement program, and I hear it went very well. We have several civic, probably 5 or 6 city staff participating in the LEAD program. It's a leadership program that Tim Figley and Greg Smith are putting on at the theater. And the class will meet monthly. Chief Edwards and Bryce met with the Chamber of Commerce Christmas Committee, and I know that we've had several conversations. I'll be very clear. The route for the Christmas parade is remaining the same as it has in the past. Just we're talking about making some changes to that, but we just couldn't make them in time, to do that. Couldn't prepare. So maybe next year we'll consider that. So the route is going to be the same as it has in the years past. We submitted that application to Omega for the OPWC funding. We want to thank Omega, the county, and our engineer for getting that submitted, and I think it was all wrapped up today. So it's a long process, and we hope to do well in that. As you recall, the Records Commission had been met in the spring. We did adopt a new retention policy, and it was approved by the state. The Records Commission has met, and we're processing records that we have at City Hall, and we plan to make some room and shred some old records. To do that, been needing to do it for many years, so it's going to be nice to get that done. BBG is preparing the renewal for the insurance 2026 renewal. We did have a committee meeting scheduled for this Thursday, but we've kicked it out a little bit. I think it's just a week or two, but we didn't have the information that we needed yet. So we will be in contact with you that are on that committee. Planning Commission, they made a recommendation to council for a zone change out near corner of East Park, intersection of East Park and Route 14. And we're preparing to process that request, including a public hearing and consider legislation. So we put a motion on the agenda tonight to set a public hearing for December 2nd, 2025. And I believe you have the packets at your table to kind of goes over it for you. There was a section of street out at Homestead. It's kind of near the golf course and over towards the silos, and it needed dedicated. So they did pave a portion of it and made some improvements. And it's where we have the first reading on the agenda to accept that portion of the road. We did contract with our electrical engineering firm to do an upgrade for some circuit breakers, and we placed legislation on the agenda to do that. This project is probably going to take 2 to 3, maybe 4 years to do. So we're just starting the process now. We're going to be processing a land donation to the city behind the park shop. It involves the tourism bureau, and Mark's going to walk us through that, and that'll probably occur in November, I'm thinking. We'll go through that process. Electric department, we replaced the pole from vehicle damage, worked on the lift station. That lift station is in service now. We've been working on. We did hook up 5 residential services and replaced the pole from a tree and phone line damage. City Water Department, we had 20 locates and 13 work orders, and we did fix a water main break over the last couple weeks. You recall we talked about getting a grant for that new generator. The generator came in around 42,000, so we're going to use the remaining funds to pour the concrete pad and have the electrical installation with that. Picked up 12 loads of brush and leaf bags. As you recall, we chose to participate in the summer fill and the winter fill for salt through ODOT. We did get our first delivery of the 500 tons of salt from that. The wastewater department, they spent a lot of their last 2 weeks out at the lakefront lift station, and the North Main Street looks a little different with that kind of shed that's next to the car wash there. It's been removed. We're going to repurpose it, and that's where the old lift station was. We did meet with Tom Farley and our administrative team to talk about the future needs of the EMS department. Chief Edwards from Police Department attended a new chief training course in Columbus, and they've been began preparations for trick or treat and Christmas parade. Several officer training courses are scheduled to finish yearly mandated training. We were contacted by the school today, talked to Trish Misos, and she's going to invite us out there to hear the entrepreneurs classes first feedback from us. So we're going to invite all of you out to that. It's probably going to be mid-November to do that. So in the meantime, they'll be practicing, and we'll see how they do. That's all I have, Mayor.
Yeah, well, thank you, Lance.
Mhm.
Any questions for Lance on his report? We appreciate your concise
Yeah.
but informative report.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Moving the agenda, we have, you all received a copy of the bill list for October 21st, 2025. Are there any questions regarding the bill list? Hearing none. At this juncture in the meeting, I would entertain a motion to read all ordinances by title only.
So moved.
Motion is second. Yam, you call the roll?
Cato,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Old business. Ordinance number 25-0-3308, second reading. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Howes and Baird, Inc., civil engineers and surveyors for the purpose of providing engineering services for the building design and building renovations for a new city hall administration building and police department for the city of Columbiana.
So move. Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? Deanne, you call the roll?
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Cato.
Yes.
Mr. Liston's mic is red.
It's been read. We've been sharing. It's been read. We went to work.
Move to new business. A motion to set a public hearing for December 2nd, 2025 at 7:15 PM regarding the C4 to R2 PUD zone change recommendation from the Planning Commission.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Lance has discussed that motion and it has gone through the Planning Commission, is recommended, so we'll have that meeting. Deanne, we call the roll?
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Cato,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
Ordinance number 25-0-3310, first reading. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with GPD Group for the purpose of providing engineering services for the 369 kV circuit breakers and associated line relay replacement project.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Any questions on the motion? Deanne, will you call the roll?
Liston,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Cato,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Ordinance number 25-0-3311, first reading. An ordinance accepting streets, curbs, and storm drains on Homestead Drive located in Firestone Farms Plat 4.
So move. Second.
Motion second.
So is this that little section of street going out to the silos from the?
So if you've been back there lately, it is the section that they just ground down about a month and a half ago. It's just that little tiny section. And then it does go probably to maybe the back of the property of the first, that row of houses there. But then from there, all the way almost over to the golf course to that stop sign. And you notice some work being done on some catch basins there over the last month or so. Just kind of discovered it was never
Never did the
never
paperwork.
dedicated, and Mark, we worked through it, and we need,
Once we know that everything's done,
Mhm.
and does it sometimes get missed when it's done? Yes, it can, and I think that's probably what happened here, but now that everything's done, it's time for us to basically accept the dedication of it as a public street.
So now we have to start paying for it. All right. That's
Any
that's
other-
what I was at.
Any other questions? Yami, call the roll?
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Cato,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Well, we have no further new business. So at this point, I'm gonna ask if, and we do this every meeting, ask if there's any public comments. Anybody want to say anything? Thank you. And you want to come forward and give your name, sir?
Thank you for letting me speak. My name is John Blankenship, and I reside at 488 Old 14 Road here in Columbiana. My house was annexed into the city before my wife and I purchased that property over 10 years ago. I'm coming before you all today to discuss a serious problem in our city, and it involves our ambulance service. Over the last 10 years, my mom has lived here as well in Columbiana. She lived at 225 Friend Street. It's anybody who knows, it's the brick apartments right there on the corner. 4 times in the last 5 years of those 10, we had called for EMS to come to her house. Of those times, Columbiana has never made one of those calls. I want to also state that I am not here to bash our EMS. They do a heck of a job for what they have done, and I would never come here to criticize them whatsoever, because they do a lot for the city, for everything that they have done. There was a recent post that was put out. I'm sure you've all seen it. 369 calls this year. There has been no crew available from our Columbiana EMS. Of those, I will say there could be a chance that they could have been on another call, they could have been on another transport, and it's just sometimes what we call is the terrible threes. They come in more than just one at a time. Just last week, my mom had to be moved to St. Mary's Alzheimer's, who was under contract with the city of Columbiana EMS. At 7:28 p.m. on Wednesday, I called St. Mary's to have her transported to the hospital because of some kind of infection that she has. At 7:58, I asked the nurse at St. Mary's where the ambulance was. At 7:58, and they had no clue. At 8:10, I called dispatch myself, asking where the ambulance was, and they told me it was coming from EMT out of Salem. At 8:53 p.m. last Wednesday is when the ambulance finally arrived to take my mom to the hospital. I don't know about you guys, but if that was your loved one, how would you feel? Because right now my mom's fighting for her life in a hospital bed. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that, I don't even know. All I know is that there's a huge problem in this city, and now there's 370 plus calls where we haven't had crews. EMT from Salem passes my house on Old 14 on a daily basis. This has to be a problem. I don't know where you guys can start. The only thing I can suggest is leadership. Start there. It's obviously not a staffing issue. We have plenty of EMS people. I please do what you need to do to make sure that if you ever need an ambulance, that you have one that comes to you.
Sir, could you
Thank you.
spell your name for the record, please?
Last name is Blankenship, BLANKENSHIP.
Okay, and did you state your address? If you did, I missed it.
488 Old 14 Road.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone? Anybody have any comments?
I'll just say, and we heard Lance during his manager's report mention that, they're talking to Tom Farley, who's our AMS supervisor, about future needs, and I know we've talked in the past in budget discussions about the EMS levy. So, this is actively being discussed at this time. It's not something that we're ignoring. I think we all recognize that, our EMS is over. I mean, I don't quite know what the word is, whether we're overworked, understaffed. I'm not sure where we're at with that part of it, but it is not something that we're ignoring. We're definitely aware that actions need to be taken, and we're looking into them right now. So, I am sorry for that experience. No one should ever go through that. But I do assure you, we do the best that we possibly can, and that we want to be the best city around in every way, and that's definitely one of them. So,
May I add something?
sure.
Why do we not start with staffing?
Can
Sorry.
you come up to the mic because?
Why do we not look at 24-hour staffing? We have grown this city to be bigger and to be better and to be a place for our kids to grow up in a safe place. But right now it's not. What? 24 hours? At least then you have a crew who's they're on. Now, not saying that they couldn't be out on another call, we get a second one. But again, the protocols that are in place is they call other places that are volunteer departments first before we call somebody else. Because dispatch told me that she called East Palestine. Why was your first call to East Palestine? There's closer places that have EMS. So that's where I'm saying we need to start with the leadership, but also 24-hour on site where like you have a crew there 24 hours a day. That would help out drastically with response times.
Can I just ask you, have you made positive comments about, our people and our staff, and we appreciate that. Have you talked to Mr. Farley about your concerns? Did you address it with him at all?
I had reached out to the city, due to the fact that I've been a little busy, with my mom. I have not been able to speak with him. I left a message when I called the manager's office, and I've not received a phone call back. And that was last Friday. I called. I first asked if I could speak with you, and she said that I have to speak with Tom or Lance, the city manager. So then she took a message.
Okay, because, my quick observation is that EMS is a huge problem, for all communities. And, so that is a concern that we have. And it's something we do need to discuss. I don't disagree with you at all. And I hope that you can get a chance. It'd be really good if we could start with, if we could make sure that you speak to Mr. Farley first, relate your concerns. And I know when you're in that situation that you have, where you have your mother, I'm sure that we appreciate the fact that you care about your mother, and we accept that. But I'm hoping we can work through that, and appreciate you bringing it to our attention.
Thank you for the time.
Yeah, I just apologize. I was off Friday. I haven't seen the message, but be happy to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Thank you very much. Any other public comments? Anybody?
We have been working on our entrepreneurship class with the banners, and we came up with some really good ideas for the signs and maps you brought up to Ms. B. So it's just giving a little preview of what you're gonna see in November. We've started that process.
Great. Very
Anxious
good.
to,
Thank you. Ellen.
anxious to see that.
That's great. That's great. That has been a good, we've really enjoyed working with the school and we're really proud to be able to see what you're doing. And we'll look forward to seeing it. Thank you. And any other public comments? Want to say anything? Are there any council comments? Any council people have anything to say?
Glad you came back.
Yeah. Yeah, we do appreciate you two coming back tonight. We appreciate it. Any other comments? Well, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.